Good afternoon, everyone. Happy 4th of July. I know for some, it's not going to be as means as much, only that we can remember how it meant to us before this year. As we know, the Declaration of Independence was to declare ourselves independent from Britain, a king, King George III. And I would challenge people who think that this regime, this administration is great for our country, to read what was actually put into the Constitution, what they claimed that the king was doing to the citizens here compared to what Donald Trump's, the criminal king, is doing to people here. He said he was going to be a dictator on day one. We know that I blame the Supreme Court. It's all the Supreme Court's fault. However, how do you just blame one person for this? Because he has people in his administration, his cabinet, in Congress, and in the Senate that know that this stuff is wrong. But they've had a pat on the head, maybe a little cushion in their bank account. Just saying. Just got a little choked up there. But knowing what Independence Day represents is not how I feel this country is going at this point in time. UFC fights at the White House. You know, one time I heard Donald talk about, or our king talk about, UFC immigrant teams fighting other countries or our country's teams. We've heard Christine Nome, the dog killer, talk about, these game shows for citizenship. The Rose Garden is gone and it's all concreted over. So what's going to go there? Is that going to be the Fight Club right there on the Rose Garden? Do you know that this is a stain on our country? His collusion with Russia is absolutely insane, and how they messaged to MAGA is incredible. It really is. It's an incredible job to turn people who know better into people who are completely different, like morphed into little mongrels of hatred. I mean, I'm just saying. It's hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard to celebrate a day that's been so special all my life and to how I feel today. Because normally I would have on my red, white, and blue. I'd be making some sort of fun, celebratory dinner. Well, this is what I made so far today. Some Johnsonvilles. And I'm getting ready to marinate some meat to make a stir fry. It's hard for me to understand how people are okay with all of this. It amazes me. But this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to kind of make this funny, maybe. I don't know. You might not find it funny. But you have MAGA people who say, I'm more American than you are. Are you really? Are you sure you're more American than me? Are you sure you're more American than the person standing next to you in line at the grocery store? Are you sure? Well, here's what you think here. MAGA being more American means I can wear my red MAGA hat and be proud of it. Being more American means I drive a big old pickup truck with a 32-inch or more lift kit on it. And I also have ball bags hanging off the little ball. the trailer ball. I got my big balls on my truck. And I also have flags coming off the back end of my truck because I'm more American than everyone else. What makes MAGA think they're more American? When in reality, they're least American according to our Constitution, our Declaration of Independence, but it's your hatred, your racism. That's the biggest thing that makes MAGA different than the rest of us. Is your hatred, your cruelty, and how you got conned by an idiot. No, I'm not celebrating Independence Day like I normally do. I'm going to make me some beef stir fry later on this afternoon, some instant rice because I don't feel like cooking whole rice. And I'm going to go fill my hummingbird feeders here in just a few minutes. I'm also going to go feed Stinky the possum. My puppy is laying here at my feet. She had to go out to her pen for about 45 minutes because I had to do some stuff with the big girls, so she's mad. And she was hot. I have some stuff getting ready to go over top her kennel for shade, and I need to put some straw down. But today when I went to go get straw, guess what? It's the 4th of July. You see how it made me just completely forget about it? I had plans to pick up veterinarian stuff. They're closed. I had plans to pick up straw. They were closed. Because it wasn't that I didn't know that they would be closed. It was that this 4th of July has absolutely slipped my mind. The first year of my life. No, I don't feel like this is Independence Day because now we have a criminal king in charge and he's taking away freedoms and rights and threatening U.S. citizens. And no, it's chaotic. Putting the military out on the street, that's part of the Constitution you might want to, or part of the Declaration of Independence that you might want to read. His private armies in the streets. No, I don't feel like celebrating, but I will tell you this. I do feel okay because I am on the right side of history. I am not a cruel, vengeful, racist person. And I love everybody. And let's see, what else? I'm more American than you are because I actually am a patriot to the Constitution. So, all of you out there, when MAGA says that you're not as American as them because you ain't got no balls hanging off your trailer hitch, tell them that you are a true patriot to the Constitution and that our criminal king is unconstitutional. So, they're following a king against our Declaration of Independence. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I need to get my meat marinated. I need to go fill up the hummingbird feeders with cold hummingbird nectar. Bye, y'all. Take care. Love each other. And make certain that you know that you are on the right side of history. Because when shit goes down, and I said the bad word, you're gonna want to have that in your heart. I'm just saying. Bye, y'all.